Good morning, students. Our today's topic is light reaction. Light reaction or the photochemical phase includes light absorption by the plants, water splitting, that the water molecule splits into hydrogen and oxygen, then oxygen is released, and the formation of high energy chemical intermediates, that is ATP and NADPH. ATP full form is adenosine triphosphate and ADP is nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide phosphate. The pigments are organized into two discrete photochemical light harvesting complexes. So these pigments are in a group known as light harvesting complex. They can be of photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. These light harvesting complex can be photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. These are named in the sequence of their discovery and not in the sequence in which they function during the light reaction. So during light reaction, first photosystem 2 works and then photosystem 1. But they are named because the photosystem was discovered earlier as compared to photosystem 2. But during functioning in the light reaction, photosystem 2 works first and then photosystem 1. The light harvesting complex are made up of hundreds of pigment molecules bound to proteins. In this light harvesting complex, hundreds of pigments are present as shown here in the diagram 13.4. These pigment molecules, they form an antenna. Antenna means that antenna absorb the photons of the light. When the sunlight energy falls, these pigments, they absorb light of different wavelengths and then transfer these wavelengths or energy to the reaction center. The reaction center is chlorophyll A molecule. After absorbing energy from these pigment molecules or from the antenna, the electron in the chlorophyll A molecule becomes excited and they leaves the orbit and goes to the outer orbit. There another primary acceptor, another molecule is there which absorb this electron. So and from the antenna they absorb solar energy or light of different wavelengths, then transfer this energy to the reaction center, that is a chlorophyll A molecule. The reaction center becomes excited, the electron goes to the electron, that is primary acceptor. The light harvesting complex are made up of hundreds of pigment molecules bound to protein. Each photosystem has all the pigments except one molecule of chlorophyll A, forming a light harvesting system called the antenna. In antenna, different type of pigments are present or different molecules are present. These pigments help to make photosynthesis more efficient by absorbing different wavelengths of light. ये आसपास के pigments हैं, ये different wavelengths of light को absorb कर रहे हैं. The single chlorophyll A molecule forms the reaction center. The reaction center is different in both the photosystems. In PS1, the reaction center chlorophyll A has the absorption peak at 700 nanometer, hence also called as P700. So PS1 is also known as P700, while in PS2 it has absorption maxima at 680 nanometer. And so light reaction में क्या होगा? लाइट एब्जॉर्ब होगी, स्प्लिटिंग ऑफ वाटर मॉलिक्यूल होगी, उसमें हाई एनर्जी केमिकल्स बनेंगे, दैट इज़ ATP और NADPH बनेंगे, ऑक्सीजन इस प्रोसेस में रिलीज होगी. यहाँ दो फोटो सिस्टम वर्क करेंगे, फोटो सिस्टम 1 दैट इज़ P700 एंड फोटो सिस्टम 2 दैट इज़ 680. ये इसका नाम इस तरह से दिया है जो उन्होंने वेवलेंथ्स अब्जॉर्ब करते हैं, उस पर इनका नाम है P700 एंड P680, जहाँ पे उनका मैक्सिमम अब्जॉर्प्शन पीक आता है. द इलेक्ट्रॉन ट्रांसपोर्ट इन photosystem 2, the reaction center chlorophyll A absorbs 680 nanometer wavelength of red light. When that chlorophyll molecule absorbs the wavelength of 680 nanometers, the electron becomes excited and jump into an orbit farther from the atomic nucleus. As already you have studied, after absorbing energy, the electron moves towards the outer orbit. These electrons are picked up by an electron acceptor. Another molecule is present in the surrounding. That electron acceptor absorbs that electron, that pick the electron, which passes them to the electron transport system consisting of cytochromes. Cytochromes are the different molecules which give color. Cytochromes, different pigment colors, compounds. This movement of electron is downhill in terms of redox potential scale. If we arrange these molecules according to the oxidation reduction potential, from the higher, downhill means from the higher energy level towards the lower energy level. The electrons are not used up as they pass through the electron transport chain, but are passed on to the pigments of photosystem 1. As shown in the figure 13.5, this is also known as Z scheme of light reaction. As you know that in the light reaction, first photosystem 2 works and then photosystem 1 works. In the photosystem 2 absorbs the wavelength of light 680 nanometers and photosystem 1 absorbs the light of 700 nanometers. So when light falls on the LHC, that is light harvesting complex of the photosystem 2, the electrons become excited and then another electron acceptor which accepts this electron. Then after that this electron moves through the electron transport system, ETS also, electron transport system, and then it passes this to the light harvesting complex of PS1. Then PS1 also becomes excited, the chlorophyll A molecule electron becomes excited, then another electron acceptor is there for photosystem 1. From here it will go to the NADP, that NADP is reduced to NADPH here, and so this is a shape of Z, that is why also known as the Z scheme. So in this, the whole scheme of transfer of electrons starting from the PS2 uphill to the acceptor, molecule is present, then down the electron transport chain, then to the PS1, then again electron become excited and transferred to another acceptor, and finally downhill to NADP, causing it to reduce to NADPH, and this is known as Z scheme. Due to its characteristic shape, this shape is formed when all the carriers are placed in a sequence of a redox potential scale. Splitting of water. As you have seen in the Z scheme of light reaction, PS2 is continuously providing electrons to the PS1. From the LHC of the PS2, the electrons are moving towards the PS1. So here the question arises, how does PS2 supply electrons continuously? How can the LHC of PS2 can provide continuously electrons? The electrons that were moved from PS2 must be replaced. This is achieved by electrons available due to splitting of water. So in PS2, splitting of water occurs, which provides H-ions, oxygen and electrons. These electrons are transported in this Z scheme. H-ion is released into the lumen. Lumen is the inside of the thylakoid, and oxygen is released outside into the environment. So during the process of photosynthesis, the oxygen which is released, that is due to the splitting of water. The splitting of water is associated with the PS2. Water is split into H-ions, oxygen and electrons. This creates oxygen, one of the net products of photosynthesis. That is why oxygen is released during the process of photosynthesis. The electrons needed to replace those removed from PS1 are provided by PS2. PS2 is continuously providing electrons towards the PS1, and there these electrons are used by NADP and they are reduced into NADPH. In that, electrons are used there. Water splitting complex is associated with the PS2, which itself is physically located on the inner side of the membrane of the thylakoid. Many thylakoids join together to form grana. Where the two thylakoids join, at that place PS2 system works. Where the two thylakoids join with each other, at their PS2 system works. Then where are the protons and oxygen formed likely to be released? That is, in hydrogen is released in the protons are released into the lumen, and oxygen is released outside through the membrane. I hope this is clear. Cyclic and non-cyclic photophosphorylation we will continue next time. Thank you.